everybody doing today? I hope your weekend was fantastic, guys. I hope you were able to get out and enjoy the sunshine and whatnot on Saturday. I was able to get out and take a little bit of a drive. I had the windows down. I had my sunglasses on. I had a t-shirt and jeans on. It was great. So I hope you guys got the chance. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. I hope you guys got the chance to get out. I hope you guys got the chance to enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the weather. And I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend while you were at it and had got away from school for a little bit. Were able to entertain yourselves and stuff like that. What we are going to be doing today, guys, today is an A day, so it is a review day. We are going to take and do a little Andrew Jackson review. So I want to make sure that I go over the Check for Learning that we had last week on Wednesday. Yes, the Check for Learning that we had on Wednesday. I want to make sure I go over that and talk to you guys a little bit about that. So that is kind of going to be the focus of what we do today. My office hours, if you have any questions, guys, are from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Before we get into the review and into some of the reminders, the one thing I do want to make sure that I mention to you guys is if you would like to share what you did over the weekend, please go ahead and click on the link that matches with your class, and you can go ahead and take and record yourself telling me what you did over the weekend. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what your weekends were like and stuff like that. I can tell you that on top of getting out and going for a little bit of a drive and enjoying the weather, I was also able to take and do some stuff around my apartment, get some work done, and I was able to play some video games. I downloaded Animal Crossing and started playing that this weekend, playing some Fortnite, got that going, so a lot of fun was happening. I had a good weekend. I enjoyed myself. I felt pretty laid back, was able to get a lot accomplished, but still enjoy hanging out and enjoy relaxing a little bit. So I hope that was kind of the same story for you guys also. If you'd like to share it with me, go ahead and make sure you click on one of the links here, guys, that matches with your class. Record it for me. I'll send you a message back. Also, speaking of kind of getting a chance to talk to you guys and getting a chance to interact with you guys, I just want to also remind you that tomorrow during my office hours, I will take and be having having Zoom meetings at those times. I don't have the Zoom meetings created just yet, but I will create them today, at some point today, and I will make sure that I post the code and the website and everything else on Google Classroom. I will post it right on the stream so that if you have any questions about any of the lessons we've done so far, you can go ahead and pop into that Zoom meeting and you can ask me. If you have any questions about your grades and the grades that I posted on School Tool, you can pop in and ask me. If you have any questions about your homework, you can do that. Or any of your assignments, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to just say hi and touch base with me and just, kind of shoot the breeze with me for a little bit, guys, have a short conversation and then head back out, you can do that too. I'd love to talk to you guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to be able to interact with you guys and stuff like that if that's something you'd want to do. So just as a reminder, my office hours will be the same as they have been, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I will make sure that I post that. I will make sure that that goes up so that you guys know exactly where to go, exactly what to click on, so that you can have access to that meeting and you can ask me any questions or just say hi, whatever you want to do. Alrighty, so that takes care of that, guys. So if you want to use this slide, go ahead. Otherwise, you can go ahead and move on to the next one. Just a few reminders. First thing, I want you to make sure that you're watching this video, the one I'm recording right now. So if you are hearing my voice right now, then you're all set. You're good to go. Please also make sure that you have completed the Andrew Jackson CRQ. We are going to be going over the answers tomorrow in class. I am going to be talking about the answers tomorrow in class. So I want you guys to make sure that you have those done. Those of you that sent me copies of your CRQ, I we'll be grading them today. You should be getting an email back, or you should at least be getting a notification that I commented on what you sent me. So just be patient. Just bear with me, guys. I got a lot I got to do today. So just be patient, but eventually by the end of today, you will end up with a notification that I commented on those, just so you know. But tomorrow, just so you are aware, we are going to be going over that CRQ, so make sure you've got it done, make sure it's complete. Also, please make sure you have completed the check for learning on the slides from April 24th. In order to get at least a 2, as a reminder, guys, you have to complete everything. So in this particular case, for the lesson on April 24th, you have to open the slides and you have to do the check for learning, and you have to get the check for learning right in order to get a 3. To get a 2, you have to do everything, just so you know, just so you're aware. Okay? So make sure you do that check for learning. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please reach out to me. So the last slide here, guys, is the question and some of the a few examples of correct answers to that question from the April 22nd check for learning. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that check for learning real quick. So if we look right here, this was the question that I was asking you. What historical event made Andrew Jackson believe that he could force Native Americans to leave their land? Why did that event make him believe that? Now, originally, I created this question with only one answer in mind. However, you guys did come up with some different answers, and there was a second answer that I realized was still correct, even though if it wasn't what I was thinking for the correct answer. So I will let me restart that. The examples from you guys, the few examples that I have from you guys, there are 2 examples from the correct answer that I was thinking of, and there are 2 examples from the other correct answer that I will accept. So let's go ahead and take a look at some great examples of those correct answers. So the first answer actually comes from Owen Chapman. And Owen Chapman said, in the answer to the question, what historical event made Andrew Jackson believe that he could force Native Americans to leave their land? Why did that event make him believe that? Owen said he was made the president of the United States. He believed he could force the natives off their land because he thought the people were okay with anything he did because they voted him in. In the election of 1828, Andrew Jackson won with a large number, landslide victory, or with a large kind of margin of victory, or how do I want to say this a little bit better? He beat John Quincy Adams by a lot of votes. There were a lot of votes that went his way, and he won with a very much larger total than John Quincy Adams. There we go. Perfect. So by winning that way and winning the majority of the country, Andrew Jackson believed that that was kind of a blank check. Anything that he wanted to do, the people would agree with it. They'd have no problem with it, and they would be okay with it because he had won so clearly the election of 1828. So that meant to him that the people really wanted whatever he wanted. So he took that and he kind of ran with it. And when it came time to remove Native Americans from their land, Jackson wanted to do it. Congress backed him up and passed the Indian Removal Act, which moved Native Americans off their land and moved them to Oklahoma. So the fact that he was able to win so largely and with such a large amount over John Quincy Adams basically made him think that he could do whatever he wanted. So that's why he took and removed Native Americans to Oklahoma. So that was the answer I was thinking of. The fact that he got elected made him believe that he could do what he wanted, and the people would be okay with it. So that is kind of the main answer, and Owen did a great job answering that question that way. The next question, and the next answer that I have comes from Nolan Hurlbut, who said he got the vote that basically said he could do whatever he wanted, which is exactly a one-sentence explanation of why that event made him believe that. And when Nolan says he got the vote, we know that he means that he won the election of 1828. So that was kind of the main focus, or the main answer that I was going for, the main answer I was looking for. Now, Kyan LaPrade-Jacques and Layla Jarrett had also great answers, and they actually came up with answers that I didn't think of, but were still correct. So Kyan's answer was, it was the Trail of Tears, and he believed this because the Congress passed the Indian Removal Act. So what historical event made Jackson believe that he could force Native Americans to leave their land? The fact that Native Americans were sent on the Trail of Tears was the event, and the reason that he thought that was because Congress went ahead and they passed the Indian Removal Act, basically giving him permission to do that. So that was a great answer. And Layla said the historical event was called the Indian Removal Act. This event made him believe that because President Andrew Jackson wanted more land. So he wanted more land, so him and Congress passed the Indian Removal Act to move Native Americans off their land. Exactly. Very good. So those were just a few of the answers that I accepted, guys. If you saw, great job as one of the comments. That meant you got that correct. If I provided you with a different answer or asked you a question or posed something different to you, I would listen to what that question asks, or I would rethink your answer or relook at your answer just to kind of see where you might have been able to strengthen your answer or to improve your answer. All right. So point being, Andrew Jackson was kind of made confident in his decision to remove Native Americans because of the election of 1828. Okay? And the Indian Removal Act also gave him that confidence as well. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so that's all I wanted to make sure I mentioned today, and everything that I wanted to go over today. Again, one last time, my office hours are from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. With that said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow in the Zoom meeting. If not, then hopefully you have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you guys for the next lesson or on Wednesday for the review lesson. Have a great day, guys.